A special episode of Knuckle Up with none other than yours truly, Mike Gore, and my man Cedric Ben in the Den. And today we have a special guest for you, and that is Matty Harris. Matty, thank you for taking the time out to come and join us before your big fight that's up and coming. I believe a couple of weeks down, 2 weekends from now.
Next Friday.
Oh, there we go. Next Friday. So, what have you been up to since the last time we talked to you, brother?
Yeah, say again. Sorry, I couldn't hear.
I said, what have you been up to since the last time we talked?
Training. Wait, did we speak after my first fight?
Yeah, we did. We did after that. After that first one.
Yeah, I had another one since then.
But hold on, before you get on to that, quick question, because I didn't get a chance to ask you about that first fight. How did you feel? By the way, I'm Cedric, by the way, Boxing Coach. Nice to meet you, champ.
Nice to meet you.
How did you feel going into, I know you got your amateur experience, but everyone feels different in going into the pro ranks. How did you feel were you I mean, I got your highlights watching on my other laptop right here, so obviously you look pretty comfortable in there. But just inside your head, what was your mentality going into it? Was it different than obviously amateur?
Yes or no. I was very much going into the pro fight, so I'm really relaxed. I don't know. I just feel comfortable. I'm confident in the work that I've put in. I'm confident in the level of the guys that I've sparred and done rounds with. Not in any kind of way, but I've been in there with guys who operate at world level. Mm-hmm. So going and being able to hold my own. So going in there with anything less than that I feel comfortable. I feel very comfortable. And especially at my current age, I'm only 22 years old, and I've had a handful of amateur fights, but I'm onto the pro ranks now. And as I said, I feel with with all the hard work that I put in, and with all the rounds that I've done with these top level operators, and the work I do with my coaches, I always feel comfortable and relaxed going into these fights.
Nice.
We got a couple questions from our friend over in the UK there, man, Carl, over at Last Bell Boxing. He asked, Matty, your next fight is next Friday. Is it the Liverpool card?
That's the one, yeah, it's in Liverpool.
And he says he will be there in the press area. Look forward to an interview after your victory.
Yeah.
So there, Carl, Matty will be on the lookout for you, brother, after his victory, because I know he's going to come through with a big. We gotta see a devastating knockout, right?
Yeah, of course. We're going for another big knockout.
That's right. So, since man, I guess you've been super busy since the last time we talked. You've had another fight going on. You're now improved to 2-0. What have you like? Have you intensified your training since then? Is there anything new that you're adding to your game that you haven't had before that
Yeah, I suppose we kind of a lot of the work I'm doing at the minute is kind of solidifying and improving on the stuff that I already do. I'm always learning. I'm always looking to try and learn new things. I'm always watching videos from boxers, UK, stateside, past, present. Watching the best to try
studying, always studying the game, right?
Exactly. I'm a student of the game, and I always will be. I'm actually coming over to the States in August, I think.
Okay. We're in Canada, right by the border, but we're right by the States, so we can take over there too. And as you can see, I got a gym right here, so you're more than welcome to train here too whenever you come to Canada.
Yeah, okay, perfect. I was gonna say because I'm not sure which side of Canada are you on? Because we're in
right by the Michigan border. I'm like 5 minutes by Crunk Gym and all the Detroit gyms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually going out there to meet Howard Knight.
Okay.
Do some work with him out there. Yeah, he's in New Jersey. So
yep.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to be based for a few weeks. As I said, I'm always trying to learn off anyone, literally anyone, and I take the bits that work for me and the bits that don't work for me, and I cipher through to get the best out of me. But I'm always willing to listen and learn from anyone that's kind of had anything to do with boxing, really.
Yeah, definitely. I can say since the last time we've talked, man, and watching you go from leaving the unpaid ranks into the paid ranks, your last fight, you were a lot more calm, cool, collected. You were more reserved. I noticed that you look like you've been working on picking your shots a little more effectively. Is that one of the things that you've been working on since the last time we talked? Because it really does start to show in the ring.
Yeah, definitely. I've been working on being a lot more economical, but believe it or not, as I say, nobody actually knows this because I didn't say it to anyone.
Exclusive news, only on Talkin Fight.
Exactly. This is exclusive, but I was ill the whole of that fight week.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah, I had the flu, and even going into the ring, I was ill, and I felt like I couldn't breathe through my nose.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of in a bit more of a rush to get out of there because I was thinking.
But that shows your boxing maturity. Because one thing I always tell the boxers, like when you're inside the ring, like never show your opponent that you're tired or hurt. No matter how bad it is, just act like you're good, and you can go 12 rounds like it's nothing. No matter how tired or just never show your opponent that you're tired or hurt. So you just proved it right there. Because if you wouldn't have said that, I guarantee nobody would have known that you weren't feeling that well, right? And if your opponent would have known that, he would have jumped all over you and made it tougher than it should have been, right?
Yeah, exactly. I remember hearing like after the fact, Golovkin was really ill going into the Jacobs fight or something like that. And I was thinking, if he can kind of get through it against someone like that, it'd be a cakewalk for me. So
yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was the week. It was I came down with it the day before I had to travel up to the hotels to start the fight week. So, and I was just thinking, what are the odds of this tournament?
Wow.
But it produced one of the best knockouts, one of the best one-punch knockouts.
Yes.
I've ever hit anyone with, and I'm not. That's going to be a hard one to top.
Definitely. Definitely.
I remember seeing I was out sparring with Dillian White for the White Fury fight.
Right.
In the lead up to my fight, I think that might have been why I got ill because I landed on the Saturday before my fight, within 7 days or something like that. So I got back from Portugal, and then had 2 days at home and had to go straight up to Newcastle. So that it was a busy week. But I remember in that fight, the commentators were saying like that they've never seen throw an uppercut like that before. So I was thinking, like a few weeks earlier, I just nailed it. Obviously, it's not on the same kind of level, but the mechanics and everything behind the shot is still the same.
Right.
So yeah, I was a bit baffled by them comments, but yeah, it was a great performance despite whatever adversity I had to get through.
Has your opponent been disclosed to you for your next fight?
Yes and no. I've had a few names mentioned to me, but I'm not 100% sure on any of them. As in, I'm not sure which ones are available. I won't find out who I'm fighting until the fight week. Like,
really?
And even if my coach and manager know, they won't tell me.
They don't want to psych you out, man. They want you to treat everybody else the same, man. Just get in there and knock them out.
Yeah, exactly. They want me to go in there and perform to the best of my ability, regardless of the level of opponent. So, which I don't understand because I would always do that anyway.
Yeah.
When the lights are on and when it's showtime, I always like to perform.
It's a different story. It's like turning on that switch, right?
Exactly. It doesn't matter who stood across from me in the ring.
Right.
I'll be switched on regardless. So.
With your couple of your last 2 wins here, are you finding it harder as the wins keep racking up to find opponents? Are you having trouble?
Kind of. I'm definitely struggling with sparring, especially after that last knockout.
Yeah.
Because of the kind of viciousness of it. It's made it a little bit difficult to get sparring partners in, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have to try and get as much work as I can when I come over to the States.
Yeah, definitely. You're gonna have to find some big guys, man, because you're tall and you got some weight behind you, man. So, I guess you got to eventually find somebody that can push you around in the ring, right?
And how?
Exactly.
And this is another quick. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
No. I was gonna say you carry on.
Just specifically about sparring. It's always hard finding. It's hard finding good sparring partners. Period. Specifically, big guys that you can actually, go not necessarily toe to toe with, but you can pick up the pace a little bit.
Exactly.
How do you manage? Obviously, not telling us exactly what you're doing for your training, but how do you manage sparring? Do you guys do like a lot of technical sparring, or is it just like regular, just put some 16s on and just go to work, or how do you manage sparring with the big guys?
Normally it's just regular sparring. I normally wear 18-ounce gloves when I spar. But even in sparring, unintentionally, but I've still been knocking people out, which makes it more difficult to get sparring.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys know, but I'm 6'8", I'm 19 stone.
Yeah.
And you've seen the way I can move, and you've seen a fraction of how I can punch. So it makes it difficult because I'm so awkward. It makes it difficult. It's not just a matter of you being awkward. It's because I'm awkward and I can punch. It makes it difficult for me to try and get like much competitive sparring unless it's at that kind of that level pushing on where the lads are competing for or more experience.
Yeah. Exactly.
Who's been the best sparring opponent you've had to date so far?
Person who's probably pushed me the hardest physically, I'd probably say Derek Chisora.
Oh wow,
Chisora. I could have. Oh yeah, I was gonna guess you were gonna say Dylan White, but Chisora, I can imagine Chisora is sparring. Chisora probably spars the way he fights.
Exactly that. I remember because when we were sparring as well. I remember when I got there, I had a pair of 18-ounce gloves with me. They're a pair with winning 18-ounce gloves. Winning the brand.
Yes.
So they're well padded and the rest of it.
Yeah.
And they were fairly new, but at the time they said, no, you're not sparring in them. You wear the gloves that we give you. So they gave me these pair of 20-ounce Everlast gloves where all the padding was on the knuckle. There was hardly anything on the wrist, and everything was on the knuckle. Means in these fly gloves. I'm pretty. They were not 20 ounce. I don't know what ounce they were, but they weren't 20. They were probably about 18s or 16s or something. But regardless of that, he comes at you 100%. Like he's you don't really put his punches in, and he can. So he knows those little tricks and little stuff. That stand on your foot as he's throwing and that kind of stuff.
Right.
He's very. But in terms of mentally, I'd still say probably Hughie Fury. Although he doesn't always look that kind of way in his fights, I wouldn't say, but in sparring, he's unbelievable. He's one of the best lads I've got in there with technically, and I learned so much from him. I think he's kind of coming through properly now, but yeah, he's definitely one of the best I was in there sparring with.
We have another question that just came in. They want to know where the magic came from in your nickname, man, the alias.
Well, one of my friends, he's a breakdancer and he goes by the name of Magic.
Okay.
And I remember, what's it called? When we was before I turned pro, my coach, I don't even know where he came up with the idea for that name. He just kind of came up with it. And then obviously I messaged my friend, asked him, yo, I know that's your kind of thing, but is it all right if I use the name as well? Yeah, Because I was gonna go with Marvelous, because no one's used that since Hagman.
Okay.
But I'm thinking, at the minute, I don't want to disrespect that name and not do it any justice. So if I was gonna take that name, I would wait until I was something in the sport before I took that name. But yeah, it's too early on for me to take on that kind of name.
Right. Right.
But yeah, so just went with Magic and it stuck, and yeah.
Also, another question we had come in. Best atmosphere, in your opinion, York Hall or Newcastle?
York Hall is very intimate.
Yeah.
I did enjoy boxing there, but the people up in Newcastle were amazing. So
it's intimacy for the environment, or just the better fans, really, right? In Newcastle, you're saying the atmosphere is a lot crazier.
Yeah, exactly. And it was obviously my first time boxing in an arena, so that will always keep a place in my heart. And I think I'm boxing back up in Newcastle in July, I think. Which I'm looking forward to.
How many more times do you plan on fighting this year, do you think?
Another 4 or 5 times.
Really? You fight 4 or 5 more times?
I want to be as active as possible.
Okay.
And
okay.
I'm so early on in my career, it's
so you want to be like 8 to 10 round level fights by like early next year. So we're looking at.
Yeah. I'll probably have my next. I think my next one's a 4 round. After that, we're going up to 6s. And we're gonna stick at 6s. Probably get about 5 or 6 6s out, and then move up to 8s.
There we go. So, some more time to bang people around and knock them out, eh?
Exactly. My God.
That's awesome. So, any new and exciting news that you want to drop to us?
I don't really know. Not really. Nothing I can think of. Only thing is that looking forward to going to America, and I'll be on the lookout for sparring partners over there. Gonna have to start making some connections and whatnot.
I did send you. Did I send you? I sent you Tim Witherspoon's information. Make sure you contact him when you hit America.
He's Philadelphia, isn't he? Based in Philadelphia.
Yes, he should be able to find. He should be able to help you out, find you some sparring partners and stuff.
Yeah, I'll probably have to. I'll give him a call when I'm over there.
Yeah,
or I'll message him before I go and then call. But yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. And
no problem.
I need to. As I said, I'm kind of just. It's one of them things where it's been on my mind going over to America for a long while to box.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have forgiven myself if I didn't do it. So.
Yeah.
It's
you're gonna get tons. You get tons of experience.
Yeah, exactly. And all the best pound for pound fighters in the world come out of America. So they've got a certain style and a certain way of doing things over there that I want to be able to learn and kind of take home with me.
It's
make sure Carl hears that. Say that again.
Yo, Carl did hear that. We have another question. They want to know promotional deals currently. How's that going for you?
Yeah, I'm signed with Wasserman at the minute.
Yep. I remember this.
The Silent Brothers, they've got a deal with Channel 5. So it's all going good. It's a deal with they've got deals with Channel 5 and Sky Sports. Channel 5 is amazing for learning, for kind of building your base. It's free to air TV, and they do like 1.5 million viewers a show.
See, that's great.
So
that's great. So you're getting that exposure that these the young fighters need nowadays. How's the social media? Exactly. I see you're starting to finally pick up on your social media. You're dropping a little bit more videos here and there, and then showing people what you're doing, man. Do you find it's helping with your fan base hitting up the social media?
Yeah, well, I've never been good with social media. I've always been not lazy with it, but I'm kind of clueless with it, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I've had people offer to run it for me. Someone runs my Facebook page for me, so I don't really have anything to do with that side of stuff. But I've got my Instagram is me, which is probably why it's so bad. I need to,
Yo, mine's just wait, don't worry. Mine's bad too, man.
I had a training question.
I need to.
Well, actually, about the social media, you guys, as if you're a professional athlete these days, you need to be on your social media just to get your name out there more, right? That's one of the reasons why Mike started this show every day at Ford, is to help out market guys that aren't getting the not that they're not getting it, but just to give you a help quick start to getting your name out there. That was one of the main reasons why Mike started Knuckle up at 4, right? So, that's another reason why you want to try to get on your social media. If try to get to a point where financially you can just pay people to take care of each of your accounts. So
man. Yo, I'm trying to get the same. I'm trying to get to that same level, man.
Quick training question.
Social media. And they've got people at Wasserman that do this kind of stuff for them, but
yeah,
I don't know. I'm just I'll get around to it when I get around to it. My thinking behind it is, if I just keep knocking people out, it's going to grow eventually anyway.
Just focus on your job. Just focus on your job.
That's good thinking right there. That's right. If you just keep knocking people out, eventually people are just going to figure it out.
Exactly.
They'll see it. They'll see it.
Or one of your knockouts will go viral soon, hopefully from us.
With blistering uppercuts like that, yeah.
Exactly.
I got it. My last one got over. I think on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, got over 250,000 views. But
nice.
I wasn't tagged in any of it.
Oh,
I know. Like on Facebook, I think on Sky Sports it got over 100. The last time I checked, anyway, it was over 160,000 views.
Nobody tagged you? They didn't tag you in any of them?
Nope. Wow. I was absolutely gutted because it was my knockout, and I can't get tagged in my own knockout.
Yeah, at least thank the person for the video.
Man.
Exactly. I got a training question for you. Like sometimes it's hard to get boxers to do that road work, get that cardio up, especially big guys. How do you like, obviously, like, how do you get your road work in? Like, do you do more skipping, more swimming, or more running? How do you do your cardio?
We kind of mix it up, keep it in. Do a lot of cycling. We have general just a lot of circuit training.
That makes sense. The cycling makes sense because it's less strain on your knees and ankles for you big guys. So that does make sense. The cycling, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But we do sprints because it's short and intense, and it's hard work. It's still work on my legs. It's not as knees and stuff. It's not as taxing on my knees and back and that kind of stuff as long distance road running. So we try and keep it short but effective when it comes down to flat out running. Do a lot of walking anyway. Like I said, I try and put as much through my legs as possible without having to put as much with doing the least amount of strain possible. That makes sense. Because
makes sense.
I'm a big guy and I'm gonna have a life after boxing when I retire, and I don't want it to have fake knees and fake hits by the time I'm 35. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Quick suggestion: if you get a chance, do a lot of like sprints and running routines in the pool. It doesn't, even if you can just get, well, you're a tall guy, so you're gonna get closer to the deep end. If you can get the water to like where it's almost like at your chest level and do running like sprints from there, that's a lot softer on your knees and your ankles, and you can still because the resistance from the water. It's like weights because your legs, your muscles have to move harder to push the water to go through. So try that out.
Okay.
Try that out.
Man, if you used to find a pool like that, I'd be drowning in that shit. But I'm only 5'8".
Whereabouts did you say you're based? Not far from the Kronk gym?
Not far from. I'm in Canada. I'm in Windsor, Canada, right by the Michigan border. Like I can walk to the border from where I am right now, from my house. And Kronk Gym is about 5 minutes from the border. So, yeah. I bring my boxes over there all the time for sparring.
Do you have many heavyweights in your area?
Not right now. I do have a couple, not on your level, but what we'll do is like you can stay in there. We'll put like 1 minute each, so you'll be getting work. You'll be getting work the whole time. Don't worry, I'll take care of you.
Yeah.
I'll have the heavyweights come in from out of town. When you're here, don't worry. I'll make sure to take care of you.
There you go. We already set it up.
Oh, yeah. When I come over, I was gonna say, send me your number after this, and
I will.
For when I come over, I'll do a week out there or something.
100%. I was just about to say, Mike, I got to get going right now, but
man, we're just about to end the show anyway, man.
Okay.
So Matty, honestly, can't wait to see you fight, guys. You heard this here, man. Matty Harris getting back in the ring again, doing what he does best. Coming up on the 17th of this month. This one's good, man. Echo Arena, Liverpool. Matty, why don't you tell everybody out there where they can hit you up on your social medias and stuff so they can start following your career?
Love the outro, by the way. And it's just real Matty Harris across everything.
That's it.
Across all social media, real Matty Harris is where you find me.
Yeah. All right. To all the Knuckle Up fans, thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Knuckle Up with Mike and Cedric and our special guest today, Matty Harris. Be on the lookout for this 6'8" monster coming soon to you, man. That's right. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe, like, and share. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same channel. New prospect. You know what it is. Knuckle Up.